हेलो बच्चों, मैं हूं केमिस्ट्री वाला और आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं प्रोटॉन और न्यूट्रॉन को. A proton is a subatomic particle which carries a unit positive charge. The name proton was suggested by Rutherford. The positive rays or canal rays were burst in using a perforated cathode in the discharge tube. The characteristics of positively charged particles are: the positive rays or anode rays travel in opposite direction to the cathode rays. If you understand this, in the last class we studied about the cathode rays. The anode rays are always opposite to the cathode rays. The deflection of anode rays in electric field and magnetic field is in opposite direction to that of the cathode rays. As I said, opposite direction. The anode rays are attracted towards the negative plate in the electric field and towards the north pole in magnetic field. This means that these particles consist of positively charged particles. Unlike cathode rays, the charge to mass ratio of positive rays depend upon the nature of gas. The E by M of a positive ray is considerably smaller than that of the cathode ray. The E by M value of a positive ray was determined by Thomson. We're going to study about him too. He proposed a model. It varies with the nature of gas. It is maximum when the lightest gas, hydrogen, is taken in the discharge tube. The value has been found to be 9.58 in 10 to the power 7. So, by this you can say that E by M value of hydrogen is the least, because the mass of hydrogen is very less because it's the lightest element. And then E by M value of an electron is very high because the mass of electron is very, very less. For example, when the gas is in the discharge tube in hydrogen, the mass of positive charge is almost identical to that of the hydrogen atom. If the gas is in tube in oxygen, the positive charge particle has a mass about identical to that of oxygen atom. The lightest positive ions are produced when the gas is in the tube is hydrogen. As I said, hydrogen is the lightest element, just as the number of negative charge in electrons. The unit positive charge is in protons. So the unit of positive charge is associated with H plus ions. The unit of positive charge is called proton. The name proton is derived from protium. It is the isotope of hydrogen. It is H has mass number 1 and atomic number 1. We'll study about isotopes, isodiaphers, isoesters, all that later. A proton has a charge of plus 1.6022 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulombs. As we studied in electrons, it was minus 1.6022 into 10 to the power minus 9. The charge of proton and an electron are opposite to each other. I mean, it's a negative of the electron, like you can say that. The electric charge on the proton has the same magnitude as that of an electron, but positive in sign. Proton is found when nitrogen is bombarded with alpha particles. Thus, in the first transmutation carried out by Rutherford, nitrogen plus alpha particle, which means helium, gives rise to protium plus oxygen. The mass of proton in relative units is 1.00726 AMU. The mass of proton is 1836 times the mass of electron and is nearly equal to that of the mass of hydrogen atom. Discovery of neutron. A neutron is a subatomic particle which carries no charge. Since neutrons have no charge, it is difficult to detect and characterize neutrons. Neutrons was discovered by James Chadwick by bombarding lighter elements with alpha particles. Neutrons are found when beryllium is bombarded with alpha particles. It can be beryllium with lithium, etc. The mass of neutron has been found to be 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs or 1.008665 AMU. So guys, you have to remember this mass number, AMU, especially because The mass of proton and the mass of neutron are almost same. You might get confused. So yes, understand it because there have been a lot of questions asked on this topic. The mass of neutron is 1838 times heavier than electron, and as of mass of proton is 1836 times the mass of electron. The properties of fundamental particles are listed in the table I will be about to show you at the end of the class. Atomic models. The arrangement of electron, proton and neutron in an atom is pictured by atomic models. This we will discuss in the next class. Atomic models. There are lots of atomic models. What are this? First one is Thomas thing. He got it. He has used the watermelon thing, also called plum pudding model. Next we have Rutherford's alpha ray scattering experiment in which he finds the nucleus and stuff, I think. Then he also proposed a model, Rutherford's nuclear model. Then their drawbacks, then their the merits and demerits. We'll discuss in the next class. And guys, this is the table that I wanted to show you. 1 second, I'll just okay. See this. In this table we have properties: nature, absolute charge, relative charge, absolute mass, relative mass, mass of 1 mole, discoverers. So the electron was discovered by whom? Thomson. Proton, Rutherford. Neutron, Chadwick. See this is important. This thing. Mass number is very important. AMU, mass in AMU, mass in AMU, mass in AMU. Absolute mass is the least for electron, higher for proton, highest for neutron. Where do charges? As I said, the charge of electron is -1, so the charge of proton should be +1, and the charge on a neutron is 0. Absolute charge, again, the charge on a proton is 0. This thing is converted into coulombs and ESU. Nature, negatively charged, and see that neutron is neutral because it has no charge. So guys, I want you to memorize this table. So see you in the next class.